awo ate okukuuka n'okusobola okubeera ow'omugaso mu ggwanga. Nyina abagenyi babiri, omu ajja kwogera nnyo mu Luzungu naye omu Oluganda alusobola, era ajja kusaba Oluganda asooka tubuuzeeko ate tujja kudda ku Oluzungu naye atandike ebintu okubyogera mu ngeri ey'ekikugu. Ssebo nsaba obuuze ku balabi ba Terefayina yaffe.
Abalabi ba Terefayina abasajja n'abakyala aba Kabaka, amannya nze Moses Kasule, mbalamusaako nga nviira ku Indian Institute of Health and Allied Sciences.
Kale, nsanyusa okulaba mukulu. Could you please also go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ishani Vaidya. I'm an enrolled nurse and also a marketeer in Indian Institute.
Wewa, agambye musawo naye atera mu ngeri emu gezaako okukola omulimu gw'obwa kitunzi mu nteekateeka eno ey'essomero lino. Mukulu, osobola okutubulira ku little bit ku institution eno abantu okugitegeera obulungi.
Indian Institute Ttendekero erisomesa abaana abaagala okusoma obusawo ebyobujjanjabi. Tusomesa amasomo gagwa mu byobujjanjabi ag'enjawulo. Mu masomo ago tulinamu essomo erya pharmacy, tulinamu essomo erya medical lab, tulinamu essomo erya nursing and midwifery, tulinamu essomo erya clinical medicine. So amasomo ago tugalina ku diploma ne ku certificate level. So essomero lyaffe lino libaddewo akabanga, so far tuli mu myaka nga 8 nga tutendeka abasawo era tupasinze out emiji mingi egy'abaana abasawo abali mu practice already. Era mabega kawe era nali wano ku Terefayina ne tulanga graduation ceremony yaffe yasooka era ne tugifuna. So tupasinze out abaana bangi ba professionals bangi abayise mu ssomero lyaffe. Yes sir.
To you, the marketeer, you also are an enrolled nurse in the same institution.
Yes, please.
My question is, in Uganda, mostly people think education system is based on theoretical approach. What is your approach when it comes to skills training to the students?
Okay, yes, thank you. Now for skills, of course, it's very necessary because what you learn theoretically, sometimes it's quite different from the practical, though not that much, but we do have practical lessons because you're connected with people, and medical courses are more of practical, like on hand. So we do have hospitals that we're partnering with, and the students go and do their practices from there. So the different hospitals and the practical perspective of that is, and the hospitals that we are going to are, one of them is Uganda Friendship Hospital, that is Naguru. Yes, the Naguru. Then the Kayunga referral, there is that one. Then we have Butabika, the only one national hospital for the mental people, but also that is also part of the science. Yes.
Mukulu bwe kitutuka ku nsonga y'abaana ab'enrolling ewammwe, requirements ze musinga okuba nti mwetaaga omuntu ayagala okujja okusomera ku
Indian Institute. Kakati omwana yenna omuyizi ali eyo yali agadde otwegattako ku Indian Institute of Health and Allied Sciences. One, abaana ba certificate si bano abagala okusoma certificate ng'eya nursing oba eya lab oba eya pharmacy, tubeetaaga nga bakola form 4 senior eyokuna n'abanga yayita science subjects 5. So ffe tumejaringa nnyo tutunya science subjects ez'ettaano kubanga Ministry of Health ze yateekawo okuli biology, chemistry, mathematics, English ne physics. Okuziyita Ministry of Education yatuyamba netugamba nti omwana yeetaaga obbanga alina pass 8 minimum. Ekitone nnyo kitegeeza omwana ati afuna 9. So omwana eyayita subjects ez'ettaano mu lutuula lumu tumuwa ekifo n'ajja n'asoma certificates zaffe. Then tulina abagala diplomas. Criteria soke ya diploma omwana ayinza obba alina certificate already ng'alina gye yasomera oba nga asomedde n'ewaffe oyo asobola oku upgradinga. For example, oyinza obba akola certificate mu nursing, osobola oku upgradinga n'oka diploma in nursing extension. So abo tubaleeta. Then waliwo bano abaana nga amaze form A level senior 6 n'akola biology and chemistry. So biology and chemistry wetaaga obbanga waziyita zombi n'ofuna principal pass mwemu, then n'ofuna subsidiary mu ndala. So kitegeeza omwana yafuna E ne O, either biology or chemistry. Twetaaga subjects 2 zokka, biology na chemistry. So omwana yafunako emu ku zo naye tumuwa ekifo ku diploma, asobola okukola diploma ya pharmacy, ya medical lab, ya clinical medicine oba ya nursing and midwifery.
When it comes to those programs, what is the duration per program?
If they are applying for certificates, that's pharmacy and medical lab, those are for 2 years. If it's certificate nursing midwifery, it's 2.5 years. Now for diploma, all of them are for 3 years, except the extensions of midwifery and nursing, which is 1.5 years. Yes.
1.5 years, that is for those
Extending. So those ones who completed certificate of nursing and they are done with their 2 years of experience and they're coming back to upgrade, then they do 1.5 years. Now those that are doing the direct, like let's say after senior 6, that's 3 years.
And those who want to upgrade from your institute, maybe to other, maybe to a university for a bachelor's, maybe doctorate kind of,
right
to become
now,
a doctor per se, not...
Yes, yes, I get it. Right now the thing is, the school is working on to promoting the university. So basically soon we are going to introduce the bachelor's, the doctors, but right now we're dealing with diplomas and certificates, and they are valid, so the people can still go with our diplomas and they can apply in other universities to go into the bachelor's.
Only in Uganda, or they can also apply abroad?
They can also apply abroad, and plus the institute itself takes people to India to do the practice info, and also if they want to go and upgrade, yes, they can.
For those who are doing a diploma, you were trying to explain it a bit about the period that they do. I mean, they spend doing those programs. Now, when it comes to the practical skills that they gain, let me give an example. I've seen some of the images when they're trying to not necessarily there's another page I wanted to look at.
Yes, they were trying to like do that sewing of the things like the doctors, the surgeons do.
Yes, the surgeons do.
Okay, now that is
how long does it take for them to be able to do that?
Well, it's all upon your skill. Now being taught and you keeping on practicing is another thing. So it depends on one's knowledge of how fast they want to grip on and the way they want to practice. Our labs are always open for people to keep on. Yes, it's up to them how to do to learn that, because our labs are always open. They can come and practice as long as they want.
Any kind of development in as far as education is concerned that you do have at your institute, somebody can base on to say, let me go and join these guys. Anything new and development?
Well, for the new developments, people have started going to India. We are taking them in India after you're done with your course. So that is like you get another kind of exposure to another environment, because it's a different total environment, but you're using your same skills. Another thing is we are day-based, so we are a bit different from the others. It's a plus and a minus, but more of a plus in a way that you can go and practice in communities. You're not tied up, that finish your whole course and then go out. No, you've learned a skill, go out, try it out, talk to people, see how things are doing. So that is one of the things. Another thing is we have amazing national best lecturers, and we are still looking out for more good lecturers because the number is also increasing. Another thing we have the amazing library, and we don't have only books that are from here, but we have international books in them as well, so people can go and acquire knowledge. Yes.
Ensimbi zino abantu zetagisa omuntu okujja okusoma courses ezo ziyinza ziri mu range ki? Mwana ayagala certificate, ayagala diploma mu categories ez'enjawulo.
Kakati tucategorizing categories za mirundi ebiri zokka. Tulina certificate na diploma. So certificates zaffe zonna za $1,790,000 certificates zaffe. Then diploma zonna za $1,993,000.
So $993,000?
Yes sir.
No matter oba ayagala ku
kasiteba diploma.
Sentences ezimu
tewali njawulo kasiteba diploma.
When it comes to people who want to do interdisciplinary kind of arrangement, when you want to do like an interdisciplinary course,
is it like these short courses that we're talking about?
It may be necessarily a short course, it could be a diploma, but when you handling different disciplines, the surgeon element, midwifery, maybe general medicine or general nursing.
Okay, now all those are like course units we have.
Yes.
So the course units matters per the course that you're doing, but there are some course units that cross through all the courses. They are general.
Yes.
So let's say I know mental health is one of them, which is general in all of them, no matter, even though if you've taken pharmacy, even though if you've taken medical lab, it is one of them that is there. Now microbiology is another one that I've seen being cut across. So some of these things like more of like discovering as you go on the way, and there's some things, you know, with healthcare facilities, you're interrelated. Even though we say that, oh, this one has specialized in this or this, but they're interrelated in a way that only that this has specific knowledge of this. So let's say pharmacist, that is medicine, but even nurses should know some knowledge of medicine. Clinicians or the clinical medicine people, those ones I can almost call them the assistant doctors, though they are clinical officers, so they almost have knowledge of physicians. So how to diagnose, how to give out medicines, how to treat people, what tests to require. So there are some course units that cross through all of them.
So it's you only get the knowledge through the course units, but not necessarily the interdisciplinary. Maybe you become a pharmacist, but at the same time you qualify as an enrolled nurse.
No, that one, you whatever you've learned, so if I've done pharmacy, I am qualifying as a pharmacist, but I know at the back of my mind that there is some knowledge I've gained for nursing, or I must have gained some, that knowledge is there, but at the end of the day, you're coming out as a pharmacist. But I'm not saying that if you're a pharmacist, you just sit with the knowledge of medicines only. No, there is some knowledge that you have gained from either medical lab, that this composition of these drugs, so this is what was used. And now when people come with tests and they ask, yeah, the pharmacist at a point can be able to identify a little, maybe not as little as the medical lab technicians or nothing, but yeah, there's something they can read through and be like, yes.
So mubufunze omuntu bwagenda ku institute eno alina omukisa okutegeera ku bintu ebyenjawulo, era ne bw'obanga osomye pharmacy atutegeezezza nti kituufu osobola okuba nga bingi by'omanya ate ne mu fields endala, olw'ensonga nti mu buli course unit oba mu buli course mulimu course unit zigenda maaso nga zikwatagana mu courses ez'enjawulo. Njagala tutunuulire ensonga ya suulire omwogera ku mannyo. Temuyina kosi y'amannyo
dentistry oba dental technology.
Yes.
Egenda kujja ku university gye tugenda okukola. Masao proprietor waffe Dr. Vikas agenda kugulawo Jeff International University. So mwe tugenda ogiteeka ogincorporatinga. For now tetunnagiteekawo ku ttendekero lyaffe essaawa eno.
Muyina nteekateeka ki endala ezijja maaso eri essomero lino?
Nteekateeka sofa kansoke njogere ku nteekateeka eziriwo. Tuli kuwandiisa abaana already. July intake. So abaana registration egenda mu maaso. Yenna ayagadde otwegatta kasobola okujja ku ssomero n'atutuukako ewandegeya Bombo Road opposite YMCA n'ofuna application n'ojjuzaamu. Tetugaba interview lwa nsonga tukkiriza nti tosobola kuassessinga knowledge ya mwana agala busawo mu lupapula lutya lumu, but buli omu yeetaaga chance eyo n'amanya ffe kasita ojja ng'olina minimum qualifications.
Ziri ze wayogeddeko?
Ezo ze nayogeddeko. Science subjects nga waziyita bwe jangu tujja kuwa ekifo era ojja laba nti bino ebintu tebikolebwa zi alien.
Bwe bamaliriza wano yatugambeko nti mubasindika ne India n'ebintu ebirala. Kyangu nnyo omwana okujoyininga amalwaliro gano amanene ne bamukkiriza n'agenda Ensambya, n'agenda Rubaga, n'agenda e Mulago, n'agenda Emengo.
Kakati okusookera ddala kankwate ku nsonga eya India. India eyo gy'olaba abaana baffe nga bamaze okusoma semester esembayo tubaweereza India bagirazeekawo Maharaj Global University tubaweereza ne bapracticinga. So bwe bavaayo ne bakomawo wano abaana baffe abasinga kino kyo nkinyonnyola abantu nga bandaba. I want to assert and emphasize abaana baffe abasinga bafuna emirimu era abasinga betufulumiza bakola. Tulina abaana e Rubaga, tulina abaana e Nsambya, tulina abaana e Mengo, tulina abaana ku Novik, tulina abaana ku IHK. Abasawo abaana baffe abasinga bali mu field bakola. Tulina group y'abaana baade bakyasoma baba bayita ba elites naye nga bakola. So it's a very big group. It has been a very formidable academic group called the elites. Babadde bakyasoma naye nga n'okukola bakola ki? Bakola. So abaana bonna bwe graduatinga they are all known to me. Oyo gw'olabira ddala bamuyita Liz akola ku Dr. Agawal Eye Clinic. So abaana baffe bakola era mirimu tegisobola babula because bali trained most of the time ku ssomero nga like how Miss Shani said, most of the time they spend it in field. We take them for field attachments nti ajja ku ssomero n'asomako katono theory then netumutwala mu ddwaliro tugende Nakaseke, Lugazi, Kayunga, Naguru, Butabika, amalwaliro mangi Rubaga tutwalayo abaana bano bafune exposure eyo babeere in touch with what they study.
Well, when it comes to India is a bit advanced when it comes to the medical field.
Yes.
And many Ugandans are being taken to India for medication several times, and it's out of man actually to take someone to India for that kind of service. In your training here in Uganda, have you tried to import the technology so that our own Ugandans here can learn using that very technology, and maybe in the future we may not be able we not necessarily go into that flying our people outside for medication?
Oh yeah, definitely I get this, and we're trying our best to bring in the knowledge because India is very advanced, but I would also say India has its own also, let's say, like the ancient times of doctors also left some kind of small knowledge that help you get away with it. So that's why we're trying to get more books from there. Not that the knowledge cuts out through, and medicine is something, let's say healthcare is something internationally, there's some things that apply the same throughout. So that is why we're trying to bring in the books so people can go through and see that, oh, this is the kind of procedures that happened, or these are something that can really work and heal people. So yeah, so we're trying to bring in the books, so hopefully we also try to bring in the professors, the tutors, and we're still building on to get ways so that we can get aware that, okay, there is this kind of practice that happens there, there is this kind of, because like let's say now America also has its own advanced ways, but you can't bring everything at constant, because what you also had will also start dying out when it might be right. I'm not saying the other ones are wrong, both of them are equally right, but the way to process it faster is the way first learn the basics. Once you learn the basics, you'll be able to grasp the new technologies coming in, but we're trying our best, so that's why theoretically we are bringing in the books, so when the practical hands-on come on, it's just a walkway, very easy.
Njagala bigambo byebisembayo okusibula Bannayuganda nga era obayita okuleeta abaana mu institution yemwe.
Bannayuganda mbeebaza bannaye abazadde mwebaletuwa abaana kubanga abaana bo babatuwa. Twebaziza buli muzadde atwesize n'atuwa abaana ne basomera ku ssomero lyaffe, era twebaza buli mwana asomye naffe, tubakubiriza okutwongera abaana bajje basome. Bano abaana abasoma naffe, institution yaffe nnungi, mbakakasa training omusawo nga waddala, omusawo nga si wa Kibogwe, tuba traininga ethics nga bagenda mu field amanyi kyokkola, taswala yomba na mulwadde. So nga sineerabira ngenda congratulatinga, in fact kankyogere mu Luzungu engeri abaana baffe abasinga mulimu abazungu mulimu ki. So I congratulate our final students, the finalists. They've sat their papers. I pray to God that you pass them. I want to cite out one formidable academic group. It's called the Elites. Those people have been so good and outstanding in academics. So I congratulate you all and I wish so best for you in the coming field. Thank you.
Kale, tweyanze again in a nutshell. Maybe you can briefly as a marketer, maybe speak to the people, but at the same time, there's some element I also want you to maybe to briefly talk about, and this is about why do you think somebody should not go to any other institution maybe and choose your institute?
As I had already begun, I would like to begin with teachers because they are the best people through which we get the knowledge on. So first of all, we have the best lecturers nationwide. Second of all, I talked about the libraries. I read something very nice somewhere. Make books your friend and the knowledge just pours in you. So we have the amazing library. The environment we have is very friendly and it's very diverse, where we have many type of, let me say, it sounds Indian, but there are many different kind of international people in there, I would say, from different countries. Yes, and then we are also day-based as one of them. And another biggest opportunity I see for people is traveling to India. Yes.
Tweyanze nnyo tweyanzege banafe okuva mu Indian Institute of Health and the Allied Sciences nga batubuulira ku nsonga zaabwe. Nkakasa nti gwe omuzadde ali eyo butereevu osobola okuba ku namba ez'essimu ate omwana wo n'abeera ng'afuna omukisa okubeera ng'asomerako ku ssomero lyabwe. Program effe tuwegenze tugenda ate mu kawunyemu 360 otujja okuba nga tugenda maaso ne programs endala ez'enjawulo. Tuva ku Terefayina yaffe, ayi Katonda kuuma maaso moja.
Indian Institute of Health and Allied Sciences, affiliated to Maharaj Vinyak Global University, avails opportunities